TKO Radio. Happy Friday. It's your girl, I am Chelsea Speaks, and we are back in the lab. I know it's probably interesting seeing me 2 days in a row, but you know how it goes. When you got to jump on here, you got to do what you got to do. So listen, I am super excited about today's show. I always promise you guys a very special show, and it's Friday night. We are weekending, so if your week has been hard, I want you to just tell a friend to tune into 101 TKO Radio, because from the music, the vibes, the interviews, you know it's always going up with us in a major way. So without further ado, I want you guys to just blast your speakers wherever you are, because I got some bops for you all night. You know how I get down. And of course, my guest is going to let you know about his new music, what he has going on, and so much more in store. So I cannot wait to get into it with you guys. Once again, you're tapping in with your girl, I am Chelsea Speaks, on 101 TKO Radio, knocking them out the box. Okay, you can bring him in. One TK Radio. We are back in the lab. It's your girl, I am Chelsea Speaks, and it's Friday Eve. You know what time it is. Listen, where my bed at, Nelly? Give me a little bed. You know what I'm saying? You guys know if I'm in the lab on a Friday night, I'm always with some true talent. I mean, well, anytime I'm on the radio, it's always some true talent. But this one, tonight's show is very, very special, because this is part of the reason why I am the way that I am. Honestly, you know, there are very few people that know me back in the day and that kind of shaped me. But I got to give the flowers to do. So I'm not going to take too long to do my introduction. You guys put your hands together for none other than, I know him as Big Daddy King, a.k.a. Gymnastic, but BKG TONY P.
What's happening?
How you feeling, King?
I cannot complain.
You're
it's
looking
good. To see you shining in here, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know how we do.
L-Town Stone Mountain going strong in the building.
Just a little bit.
It's rare that I be speechless, but but I'm a little
For
speechless.
real?
I'm proud of you, Shawty. Like,
What were you expecting?
Nothing less.
Okay.
Nothing less. Nothing
Okay.
less. Nothing but greatness.
Listen, for those who don't know, me and Tony P, if you're nasty, we have quite the history from 7th grade all the way up.
All the way
to
up.
high school,
all
college,
the
life and then
freestyling in the car.
Yo, you know we gotta touch on that because people they don't even believe me. I'm like, I used to sit in the car in the Monte Carlo.
In the Mont. The two-tone.
The two-tone Monte Carlo, freestyling for hours over beats, just blowing one.
And to this day, you have been the only one that can hang with me that long when it comes down to freestyling and chilling.
You know what? It's crazy you said that because I was in a freestyle battle the other day with our personalities, and they see me do radio or whatever. So when I went in, they was like, oh,
I know.
And I'm like, man, we used to be on the tables on the left. Do you know? You know who I grew up with?
Right.
Well,
That's what we do.
That's what we do. But listen, before we get into it, we're gonna play a little game.
All
right. So the way this works, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions, and you gotta answer these questions honestly as you can, which I know you will.
Okay.
As quickly as you can. I don't care what your answer is.
All right,
you ready?
You ready.
First question. Who was your all-time celebrity crush?
All-time celebrity crush used to be Megan Good.
Okay.
But now she looking like she done lost a little bit
that
of weight on top of already being skinny. Yeah. So now I'm questioning her judgment. But Megan Good is probably who I will always say.
Okay.
That's
all right.
What I will always say.
All right, we'll go with Megan. All right, second question. Well, who is your crush now? Who are you crushing on now?
I can't say. It would just make the whole interview awkward.
You know what? Well, thank you. I'll take it as a compliment. Second question. If you had to choose any other career other than what you do now, what would it be and why?
If I had to choose any other career, I would say probably cybersecurity.
You know what? And why do you say that? Because I want the world to know how smart of an answer that actually is.
I mean, well, I just went through the Google certification school for cybersecurity only because that's like the new way. And having a CDL, a Class A CDL up until this point, I've been able to work whenever I want to work.
Yeah.
And so now I'm kind of getting burnt out on the road.
That's
I don't
real.
like the rates. Ain't no real money without ownership. So switching over to cybersecurity, they paying $85K or better with no experience. And so these certifications are being treated like college degrees.
Yeah.
And so if you could find if I could find some entry level right now, I'd be cybersecurity all day.
Locked
every day.
in.
Yeah. So if I wasn't doing what I was doing, I'd still be messing around on the computers with cybersecurity.
I mean, it goes hand in hand with engineering and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Being tech savvy. So, all right. Third question. What's your favorite position?
I like to put you on your stomach, lift the leg, make the four with the leg, and then goddamn another time. You know what I'm saying?
Nelly.
The figure four.
And my dumb ass will be talking about something. Does it go like this? How does it go? Give them a round of applause playing our game. You already know. They don't understand. You gonna answer the question.
Right. Let me quench my thirst.
You know what I'm saying? Big purr. Listen, I am super excited to get into the conversation. Before we dive in, I gotta tell you what today's national holidays are. Let me know what you think about these holidays. So today is, that'd be interesting. Let's see. National Hand Holding Day. Who was the last person you held hands with?
My daughter.
I was hoping you were gonna say that little cutie pie. Shout out to her.
Yeah, my twin.
You got a girl.
I got a girl.
Oh.
I got my karma.
Ooh. How you feel about that, Dad?
I have never been a stranger to accepting accountability, so I'm ready for it. It's
I
been
love
fun
it.
thus far.
It's been fun. What's the best part about being a dad?
Somebody that looks at you 100% of the time for guidance and help. No judgment.
Yeah.
No nothing. Doesn't matter what you went through today. Like somebody that just perpetually just needs to be able to lean on you and being able to be leaned upon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's probably the biggest kick I get out of being a dad is just being able to be there for somebody unconditionally and not worrying about getting played.
I love it. That's real. That's what shouts to all the kids out there, fucking kids. I'm like, today is also National Rice Pudding Day. Do you eat rice pudding?
Only if she has a first name.
You know what? On that note, we gotta pay some bills. When we come back, we're gonna talk some more to Tony P, aka BKG and Nasty. Y'all walked in on 101 TK Radio 678-439-7419. My phone lines are open. Holla at your girl. All right. We cooking. TK already listened to what Kendrick Lamar, boy, I got to get my transition together. I told him yesterday, he just like, he been to me over raw with no Vaseline. The way the music just cut to the break, like,
well, sometimes raw with no Vaseline is the best.
Don't tell me that. Listen, we are back in the lab, my boy Tony P. We have such an amazing history. But for those that are new to you for the first time, I know what I know, but I want you to tell the people who you are because you wear so many different hats. But I think over the time, the order of the hats has changed, so let the people know.
I mean, basically, ATL born and raised, CEO.
Yep.
Of what company, it don't matter. I know how to run them all. I know how to do it all. I like to get my hands dirty. And I like to be hands-on with every single thing I got going on. So if you want to get to know me, you can get to know me as a CEO. But if you're coming in on the rap end, that's cool. If you started with me on the radio, that's cool. If you started with me back at the lunch table, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, CEO, born and raised, ATL bred, what else? Eastside native.
Content creator now.
Yeah. I've been forced into it.
He got these effects on TikTok. Is that a zoom in? Did he change the color filter?
You just gotta slide the thumb. I'm telling you, once you start playing with it, you be like, oh, okay.
That's what she said.
Hey. She hit me with my own pen.
I get it from AK. All right, so go on.
But yeah, so other than that, what we talking? Music? Driving trucks, all of it. I mean, I done did so much stuff. My lifelong resume looks like a freaking how-to book, one-on-one for several different industries.
That's real.
When you put on all them hats, because basically everything I know how to do came out of necessity. I didn't start producing until the producers took too long to send back the beats.
Ooh, talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't start recording until I paid for a mix, and my original mix was better than the one I paid for.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't start doing content until I realized, oh, you got the newest phone out with the best camera? We're finna be a content creator now. But, you got to do what it takes, whatever it takes at any time.
Yeah. There's a question I've been waiting to ask you for the longest.
What's that?
And it's a layered question, but I think that if anybody can answer this, you definitely can.
All right, shoot.
How do you feel about the current temperature of the music industry right now?
I feel like they need us.
Okay.
It's come full circle. The TikTok acts ain't selling tickets. The overnight producers can't make another one. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why you got the cats like Metro Boomin, 808 Mafia, the cats that been doing it. Honorable C-Note. That's why they still real heavy right now because real musicianship still matters, real talent still matters, and even if we talking like even just writing, just the ability, you got to know how to make it hit. And right now, they're having to go back to trusting the A&Rs, trusting art in the artist development section, even though they just laid off in those sectors majorly, but they're having to double back down and go back around the block the same way it came up. So now the state of hip hop is if you got some talent and you never quit, if you 35 and up and you never quit, you still got a shot.
Yeah.
But if you new to this and you just started, we in the era where cats started rapping 2 years ago and they getting $300 million publishing deals and stuff. So right now it's a great time to be alive because you got the whole entire world at your fingertips. There's no excuse for failure at this point.
Now let me ask you about this. Now Atlanta is the mecca and notorious for artist showcases.
Right.
But we all know you can't go to every artist showcase.
No, you can't.
So for you, how do you know that it's an artist showcase worth Tony P going to?
I don't. I put on my own shows.
Hello.
I put on my own concerts. We book out our own venues. We sell our own tickets. We staff the bar. We sell the liquor. We make the merch ourselves. We sell the merch. We got incentives. We got call to actions. We got all of that. Ain't no showcase worth going to. And that's no disrespect to anybody that got a showcase because Bonfire Showcase, I love it. They got a one called Take Off ATL that they be doing on East Atlanta Treehouse. I love it. Now, there's certain few of them where if you plugged in enough, you can go and you can meet some folks and you can network. But showcases ain't breaking artists.
Yeah, I was going to say they're not what they used to be.
It's a cash grab now.
Yeah.
So I'd spent all of 2021. I performed 4 times a week for the entire year. And what happens is you realize it's the same people at every event. The same artists at every event. It's the same people in every room, which is why the industry is so small. Because a lot of folks don't take it serious enough to be able to showcase Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, if you're out there and you're listening, go to the showcases to network. Do not go to the showcase looking for somebody to push a button to change your life or put you on and make you rich. The only thing you can do is exercise your network at these showcases.
Yeah.
That's why I say none of them really worth going to unless you know they got a draw, like somebody from a record label is going to be there or whatever. But these days it'll be capped because they'll be like such and such from Tennessee is here. It'd be the C-Room studio engineer that can't pull no strings or do nothing for you.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think hip-hop is in a good state, but at this point, showcases is not it. Content creation, at this point, you can go outside in the parking lot right now, wherever you at, and film a 90-second reel, and you can catch 20,000 views before you wake up in the morning if you do it right.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily, like, showcases is a part of the game. That's what they call the Chitlin Circuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of earning your stripes when it comes to the greatness of being an artist. But the problem with hip-hop right now, none of the rappers want to be rappers. They all want to use our culture and our platform to spring onto something else. They want to go make movies over there, sell clothes over there, and become unrelatable. But everybody's trying to use hip-hop to get it done, and that's why the industry is suffering.
You
so
know
now
what?
you got cats like me. I want to be your favorite rapper. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in it because I'm better than 97% of the music. You know what I'm saying?
I want to be that one.
I do it for free on a daily basis.
That's real. That's passion right there.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
So for you, when it comes to building your team, you know, you've come across so many different types of people over the years. How do you decide, hey, this person is going to be on my team, especially when it comes to elevating yourself from going to showcases to now you're in a different position. You're a CEO. You're throwing them. That's a different end of the table. So how do you decide who goes with you on this part of the journey?
At this point, my inner circle has been run through with a fine-tooth comb. So officially the circle is closed unless you know somebody.
That's real.
You come through Sleepy, you got a chance. You come through Skinny, you got a chance. You come through Chelsea, you got a chance.
You ain't coming through me because I
You come through Widget, you might have a chance. You come through Cash, you might have a chance. But if you don't know none of the guys, I'm like Dr. Dre at this point. Somebody's gonna have to pass me your music. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just out here looking for it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How important is it for artists to elevate to not just being artists, but producing and then having events like that? Because you know you can't stay in one lane, but in your definition.
Well, it's important to me because artists be looking for money immediately. Well, guess what? If you go ahead and spend $1,000 to book out a venue, spend $200 more on the DJ, guess what? Sell you some $25 tickets. You
can make that back.
At the end of the night, you know, recoup that and then some. True. If you want to take it a step further, buy the whole establishment, buy out the bar.
Yeah.
Supply the liquor.
Yeah.
Take it a step.
So is the new way being an artist and throwing events? Like, is the artist the new promoter?
The artist is the new promoter because that's what we have to be. But at the same time, don't underestimate how hard it is to be an effective promoter in today's climate. You understand what I'm saying? If you run into a cat and that's his passion and he got some motion with the promotion, don't be scared to delegate down. But at the same time, like me, I'm working to get to a position where all I got to do is show up and rap.
Yeah.
I don't want to promote the event.
Yeah.
I don't want to even know how many tickets.
I want to be the performer that I am.
I just want to be the talent.
So let me ask you, so are you building the foundation so that you can come in simply on top of it?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what I'm doing. We're building a radio station, but for me, I want to be able to come in and just do radio. Like, I build it, but I'm building it so I can be comfortable in it.
Right. Because we got to train people up. We got to put them in the positions that they desire to be in. But that's like you said, coming along with building a team. So for me, everything runs off loyalty. If we got the loyalty intact, that means the integrity and everything else that I need from you, even the love, is going to come because the loyalty is there.
That's there.
And so I can't mess with cats that I ain't already been through the mud with.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if we ain't
bumped heads and we
if we ain't beat a nigga up together, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no dirty around me, then you know what I'm saying? I can't really rock with you.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So, listen, I hope you guys are enjoying the conversation. When we come back, we're going to talk some more to Tony P because he has some new music coming out and a couple albums you do need to hear about that you should be streaming on every single speaker in your house. So we are locked in on 101 TK Radio, knocking out the box. Y'all stay right there. Don't go nowhere.
You too, professional.
TKO Radio, don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
No.
So many I know. They don't want to be saved, do they?
No, they don't.
They don't want to be saved. Listen, I know what we not going to say. We're not going to say this information about your new project that's coming up.
Hey.
So let's talk about it.
All right. So what we got on deck, back in March, I dropped the album called Long As You Winning.
Okay.
Well, I dropped the deluxe version of Long As You Winning. It went from 20 songs to 25 songs.
Okay.
And that album was in memory of my grandfather. So the last thing he said to me consciously before he died was, "Long as you winning." So I had walked into the room. My grandma was like, "How you doing?" I was like, "Man, it's another day, another dollar." My granddad rolled over. He was like, "Long as you winning." And then went back to sleep. So I was like, "Okay, that's what we're gonna call the album."
Okay.
All right. So up next we got The Essence of Tony P dropping 9/24.
Okay.
So this one came about because me and my mom we had to rebuild our relationship. So basically at this point, after all the shadow work and the communication and effective communication and listening and stuff, it's a good space that we in right now. So she came to me one morning, I was sitting outside, with my wake and bake, and she came, sat outside and was like, "I had a dream last night."
Okay.
And I was like, "What kind of dream?" She was like, "In the dream, you was famous as hell. Like, you was super famous. And the album that you were promoting was called The Essence of Tony P." I was like, "Really?" So after we had that conversation, I just went into grind mode, like, how can I bring that to fruition? Because if I feel like my mother's manifestation, she wants for me what I want for myself. When my daughter look at me and she put me up on YouTube and she be at the summer camps bragging to all her friends.
That's my dad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so their manifestations are just as real as mine. So my daughter sees me as a superstar and my mama's having these dreams about me being a superstar. Let me do what I got to do to make sure we make it come true. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the essence of Tony P comes from. And then in December, I got an album with my guy Windsor Jones.
Okay.
Macaroni Tony and the Mozzarella Fella. That's just really a whole bunch of player shit.
Okay, man. I mean, you always done some player stuff. One thing I have to say about your music before we jump into the song you're doing is you've always been able to encompass classic with current, with future, and just fuse it together in a situation where you just won't even know your mind goes there. And then you'll flip the beat like a schizophrenic and go somewhere totally different. like how I be during my period, that's how his music be like, moody in the mud. Like,
it's all good though.
So I mean, for you though, how do you feel that where you are now has shaped the message in your music?
Because I go off of feelings and I go off of vibes. And earlier in my music career, my feelings is something that I tried to ignore. And as I matured in life, I realized that your feelings are going to carve the pathway of your journey. You're not going to get to where you're trying to go to if you're not following your feelings. Like, people try and discount them, make you feel like your feelings
Talk
aren't
about
real.
it.
But you got to feel what you feel. You're wired the way you're wired because you make certain decisions based off of certain information. So feeling my feelings has just gotten me on this path that I'm in now where everything I do feels like it's in alignment. I won't even say I made a beat today if it wasn't dope enough for me to finish. I won't even say I wrote a song today if I didn't write the whole song and record it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just all about moving in alignment, feeling your feelings, and unapologetically being yourself.
I love that. And the fact that he's a black king talking about feeling your feelings.
Right.
Because I feel like right now, black men, we're I don't know about other black women out there, but we're finding and hearing that you guys need those spaces, those safe spaces, to feel your feelings.
Well, I think the guys online are over-exaggerating. Just a tad bit, because every real, man that was cut from a certain cloth. Let's say, I'm an 80s baby and before, so we'll go 80s and up. Those men already knew that the only way to deal with your feelings and deal with what you had going on was to have other men around you that cared about you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it was all about, going out with the homies, going to the club, going to shoot pool. Because sometimes me and this man might sit in the room for 7 hours. And we might not talk about nothing that happened.
But it's a comfort that,
it's just a much needed safe space to be a human being. Because as men, we bear a lot of responsibility in society. And a man that can't build, or a man that feels like he can't build, is probably in one of the worst places that he can ever be in his life.
Facts,
You understand what I'm saying? So I think the fellas these days are over-exaggerating it. The guys that don't try are the guys that are complaining about the ones that do. You understand what I'm saying?
That's real.
Because ain't no real man out here trying to tell a woman how to be a woman, let alone trying to tell another man how to be another man.
That's real.
We all understand our journeys are our own.
Different,
And we built different so we can enhance our lifestyle. We're not supposed to be competing with one another.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I go build some shit, you put it all in order because you're OCD. Like, that's how it works.
You build together, right. Move this over here, look.
Yeah, so I just think guys these days are over exaggerating. Trying to put too much responsibility on a woman when it's really up to us to lead the way.
I love that. So talk to me about this song that you gave me with so people know what we about to experience. And I said experience because all of your songs, all of your musical compositions are an experience.
Yes, this one is definitely going to be one of them. But I thought about how much history you and I have.
Oh, Lord.
You know
Shut
what
up,
I'm I'm just saying. I just thought about the history. I thought about what I have desires on accomplishing in this life before I leave. And then I thought about just being present in the moment. And then I said, well, I might have over 2,000-3,000 songs out there for you to go listen to. But if this was the only opportunity for you to hear one song by me, which one of those 3,000 songs would it be?
I like that.
And it just so happened to be this one, which is also my daughter's favorite. So
I love it.
That's what I chose.
Well, go ahead and announce it and bring it on.
This record right here is called No Skies. It's featuring my dog Moat Williams, my other dog Rob Theory. Written by me, produced by me. And like I said, it's my daughter Essence' favorite song, No Skies.
Yeah. Yeah, no, give him a round of applause. Tony P, Tony P.
Yeah. So if that's gonna be your first time hearing of me, that's what I want you to hear. You know what I'm saying?
If that don't get your soul right, you know what I'm saying, and just getting back to yourself.
Let me tell you something though. I remember we had a conversation in my studio. This had to be like 15, 16 years ago. And we had been working. It was one of them summers. We was just locked in all day, every day, making songs. And you just looked at me and you was like, but it still sounds like the vocals ain't with the beat, like cohesive.
Yeah.
And that's another one of them lessons that I learned about going deeper with the engineering and my craft. So sitting here listening to you jam to a song that I just mixed 2 days ago, and I feel like them vocals was right in the middle of them beats.
Yeah,
that clarity that she was asking me 14 years ago, I finally figured it out.
I like it. Listen, I'm telling you, it's history now. You know, that whole song just took me on a whole experience. I think that the fact that you articulated every word, because we are in the mumble rap era, and I ain't gonna lie, when I'm in Blue Flame, I want to hear some mumble rap.
Yeah, from time to time.
You know, everything in its place. But that conscious music that also makes you feel like I'll pistol whip a nigga if I need to. Like, it's still that element of like, yeah, I'm real, but I'm real about this, for real.
I look at it like this. I have no desire to be the one that you're turning up to in the club. I desire to be the artist you can't live without. When you leave the club, that very first song that you gotta put on in the radio, when you super inebriated and you know that one song gonna wake you up just enough to get there, when you wake up and you feeling sad, like I want to be that artist. Those are the artists that go diamond, the ones that help you get through life. And it seems like grown men these days are afraid to talk about things that are age appropriate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I got bills, I got a daughter, I got 3 LLCs.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta really talk about these things. Right, because if I find a way to survive, what good is it to you if I don't share the knowledge? Information is power. We started gatekeeping stuff from each other, and I don't know why we started that as black people. But I'm on a mission to become the wealthiest man that I can and show everybody the way.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, because what good is it if I make it, but I can't call it Chelsea?
What? To go, if the homie can't have none.
Right. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
No, I stand by that, because I think that's how I feel about the station. When I first was telling Nelly, like, I want to do a station, in my mind, one of the first thoughts that crossed my mind was, I know so many artists.
So many.
We've all done it. If I can build something that will make room for every time we were in a car, every time we were in due time, I'm going to be able to say, hey, come up here, come to my station, let's play music. That goal we was trying to get to, now you done got further, I done got further, let's run parallel.
It's time to pull these
it's time to pull it in.
Yeah,
I think everybody has to have their own journey. So look, we're going to take one more break. Can you play that song for me again, Nelly? I got to hear that one more time. Announce that for me one more time, BG.
This right here is called No Skies, featuring Mo Williams and Rob Theory.
Yeah. Radio, think fast. $50 million or good credit?
$50 million.
Okay, all right. Every now and then you gotta throw in a little quickie real quick.
Ain't nothing wrong with the quickies.
Ain't nothing wrong with the quickies.
As long as you got a full course later on.
The hello, don't come
Right.
Listen, we back in the lab, my guy Tony P. The history is real. Listen, I'm curious. Walk me through a day in your life. What's that like?
Oh, man.
When it comes to the studio, that process.
Well, my day starts at 4:30 a.m.
Ooh.
Just meditating.
Okay.
Quietness.
Look at you.
Stillness, darkness,
Okay.
till about 6:30.
Yeah.
Then before my daughter came in town, it was gym.
Okay.
Right after that.
Mm-hmm.
But something had to go because I was balancing too much.
Yeah.
So then, you know, of course, the smoke, the self-medicating. And then I eat. Then we lock into the lab. So I like to be feeling as good as I can possibly feel because everything I produce is based off of what I'm feeling. So if I'm angry, sometimes I get beat blocked or I won't be able to produce what I want to produce or it'll come out too harsh, like too much trap. I don't want no trap.
Yeah.
Vibe, you know what I'm saying? So just a day in my life is wake up, thank God, smoke some bud, make some music, rinse and repeat every day.
I mean, that's the formula for success, you know what I'm saying? I got a question. Did you in any way, and shout out to TikTok, has TikTok ever made you feel like as a creative you got ADHD?
I think it's designed to be that way.
Okay, come on, talk about it.
I think it's designed to try and make you feel like you got to keep up. You got to catch up. You're not doing enough. You're inadequate in some form or shape or fashion. But I just had a talk with a young 18-year-old guy the other day, my homeboy's son, about to graduate, and I was telling him, you got to remember, when we're on TikTok, when we're on Facebook, when we're on the ground, we are seeing the final product.
That's
it took
true.
some of these people 2-3 weeks worth
right.
of filming, 2-3 hours worth
for
of
30,
editing
60 seconds.
for 30 to 90 seconds
That's true.
of a reel.
Yeah.
Because I know how long it take me to do my stuff. So it's like, Jesus squeezes. Like, I forgot what we were talking about.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap. I'm sorry, my snap was extra loud. I was like, no, the TikTok. So I'm sorry, 30 seconds. I'm sorry.
So some people are spending like excess amount of time to show you a 30-second reel.
Yeah.
And then they're leaving you with the impression like I did it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And when that's not the case. So I just been out here trying to dispel that rumor. Like when it comes to content creation, be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Take your time. Every single part of your day is content. It's content for somebody. In the dentist field, you could wake up in the morning and you could post your journey to get your teeth
Get ready with
white.
me. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Come with me to get my teeth.
Right. Then you can walk into your closet, do a get ready with me video.
Outfit of the day.
Right. Then you could just take a 90-second clip walking down the sidewalk, put it in black and white, put it in slow motion.
And put a motivational quote behind it. But you know
it.
what? How could we if we would have had that?
We would have been in jail. We wouldn't be where we at. We would not be where we at now.
Hey, you'll be something.
I want to thank God social media was not around for my heyday.
Listen.
I feel like an old head when I be like, bro, back in my day, boy, we used to be, you know, but nah, I'm glad when none of that stuff on camera.
I'm just saying, but we would have been some bomb content creators. Like the way we used to dress in high
we
school.
be famous. We be on, we be viral, we be all of that.
AK used to have a fresh J's matching the band,
Come on, man.
the band little jacket or whatever.
I still remember when you won the chicken head contest.
Man,
at the pet rally.
they don't understand. My God, I said not chicken headed, hard.
Chicken head the shit out there.
So they say I'm still proud of him.
Hey, I'm proud of you too. I'm like, that's my fault. That's my fault.
I be telling people, y'all know I'm the girl that won a chicken head.
Yeah.
I like the way, and I ain't
competition was stiff too. I was like, okay,
Yo,
there's some chicken heads down there. But you been my nigga ever since, man. I was like, I didn't even know you had it in you. You been surprising me since. Because it was like, it was the fight. It was the chicken head.
Give them the story to fight, because Nelly don't. This how crazy I am, Nelly. Like this.
It's Tasmanian devil. We're 20 years later, so I just remember. You know how I be when niggas about to fight. We all like, oh shit, they finna do it.
You know, AK good for hyping shit up too.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, I wonder if she gonna do it. She gonna do it. And then she swung and never stopped swinging. Oh my god. Oh
all
my
I
God.
saw was AK jumping up and down.
Like,
I don't remember nothing.
Sleep. This
else.
high school me though. It's high school me, bro.
But AK,
Got I couldn't believe it. Yeah, you been my nigga ever since, man. I swear to God.
Cold that day.
Cold.
She ain't like me since.
Hey, man, it's okay.
I saw her in public. She went the other way. Damn, it's been 20 years. I still whoop your ass. Nah.
I got a chick still mad at me from high school.
For real?
20 years ago.
You know, it be like that.
I seen her out in public. I was like, oh, what's happening? Her mama was like, hey. She was like, all right, then.
Fuck you.
Ain't like you know what.
The mamas.
I came to see the wrong one. What you doing, mama?
It's interesting because even with like the music artists like Sexy Red, like women right now are really playing up our sex more than ever. How do you feel about that in terms of the rapmanship, the lyricism?
I feel like it's liberating.
Mm-hmm.
I've always enjoyed some raunchy music.
That's
some
true.
raunchy humor, offensive jokes. I love it all. I like it all dirty.
Yeah.